Welcome back to another video. We've partnered with Tenways to bring you the CGO600 Plus. We are in Wimborne on the River Stour on the Eye Bridge. Lovely weather for a review. Couldn't ask for a better day. It's fantastic. And the bike, it's in a fantastic blue, sky blue finish, matte black. We discuss all the features the bike has to offer and we'll get straight into the review. So we'll start at the front of the bike and slowly make our way towards the end. So the first thing I want to talk about, so we've got a nice OLED display which sets it apart from the LCD displays you see on the e-bikes. But after you start it up at the top, you can see your total battery that you've got left. Very small, but you can still work out how much charge you got left. Then your speed, which will be in kilometers an hour. 25 kilometers an hour is 15.5 miles an hour. You can switch between the two. And then your complete odo trip at the bottom there. And my favorite feature is definitely this. So moving on, we've got hydraulic disc brakes, both front and rear, making your stopping power very, very quick. It will be able to stop in a matter of seconds, which is great. And something that I really like, I have a passion for e-bikes, which is obvious if you've watched my videos before. I've loved them for years on end. And if you're like me and you like the finer details in life, you can see the cable management on how tidy it is. It's just not messy. They're just not all strapped, hanging down. They're not exposed to water ingress. It's really nice that it's got this whole, everything's integrated on this bike. And you can see it's just integrated within the frames. It's really nice what they've done to tidy everything up. Another thing that I really like about the Tenways bike is the mudguards. Most mudguards on e-bikes are going to be plastic. They might look plastic, but they're actually metal. So that they're going to be really high quality. They'll last for a very long time. And again, you've got both front and rear. So majority of bikes will only have rear. So you're going to protect the frame of the bike and it won't get dirty. You won't get mud and everything on you. So well done Tenways for this. Another thing that I like to mention is the kickstand on the bike. So the kickstand is actually adjustable, which you don't really see it a lot on the bike. So there's a clip underneath here that if you press it, it can come down further, or you can bring it up. So depending on how much you need to lean the bike forward will depend on the adjustment that you need to make. So really nice matte black finish as well. But what I really like is the adjustable feature on the bike. So compared to the old Tenways bike, I'm going to talk about the chain on the bike. So on the last Tenways bike we reviewed, you might have noticed it had a belt. On this bike, it has a chain. I probably prefer the chain because chains are easier to get hold of than belts. So if you do need a replacement, you could probably go to any bike shop and pick up a chain. While a belt looks nice, you might need to order it in from Tenways directly. So really nice that they've upgraded that and made it a chain rather than the belt-driven bike. So in the assembly video, my father showed you how you can remove the battery when assembling the bike to charge it externally. But I'm just going to point it out again, really. It's really nice. It just feels like there's no battery there, Anyone could look at this bike and think, actually, it's not an e-bike. But only when you start to look closer, you can see, well, it's an integrated battery. So they've integrated it in the frame. And you can charge it externally from here. This little thing comes out, which you can charge it from there. So really nice. So if you charge it on the bike or off the bike, and you wouldn't even notice it is an e-bike. So another great feature of the bike is that you've got a lock and unlock mechanism with the key that is provided on the handlebars upon receiving the bike, and you can press the button and it will show you what remaining charge you have left on the bike. So you can see it briefly illuminates 3 bars. That'll indicate we have 75% left on the bike. I've reviewed a lot of e-bikes in my time, and the majority of e-bikes I've reviewed have external lights. So it's something we have to attach in the assembly process. But if you're looking on this Tenways, you might be thinking, well, it's got an integrated light, and you're not wrong. But it's not just got an integrated front light. it's got an integrated backlight. So when you turn the front lights on, the backlight will illuminate as well as the front. And this is powered by the main battery pack rather than a traditional battery that you'd have to put in and replace every once in a while. You've got front reflectors on the bike as well as back reflectors. They're not powered, but they're just going to give you that extra visibility on the road alongside the reflectors on the pedals as well. So at night time, this bike's really safe to be ridden. This is something else I forgot to mention. It has an adjustable headset on the bike. So you could actually bring the handlebars front and forward and back depending on the size of the rider and how you'd like it, down to preference, just by simply making some adjustments here. Not many e-bikes and even traditional bikes have this, so well done Tenways again. It's an excellent feature. So we've got an integrated rear hub motor. This rear hub motor complies with EAPC guidance, which stands for your electrical assistance pedal cycles, meaning it'll be legal to use on the road without license, registration, tax and insurance. It's 250 watts and it will bring you to a maximum speed of 15.5 miles an hour. Really nice rear hub motor. So we've got 28 by 175 tyres, both on the front and rear. It's a hybrid bike, so you can use it on-road and off-road. It is designed to be more of an on-road bike, but there's nothing to say you can't take this bike off-road and use it off-road. It'll handle itself just as well. So on the seat, talking about the seat now, really nice comfy seat. Sort of kind of like a velvet feel on the actual seat itself, on the rider seat, and an aluminium seat post, so really high quality. And it's adjustable as well for the rider's height. So it is a quick release adjustable stem, so you can just take this out and bring it down or up depending on your height. So the bike comes in a variety of colours and it retails for just about £1,800. The link will be in the description down below, but the colours the bike will come in, I've opted to choose for sky blue because I think that's probably the nicest colour. You do a pebble grey, and that will all be on the Tenways website when you go to order your brand new e-bike. So there's no throttle on this bike, which helps meet the standard to make it road legal to use without obviously insurance, tax and everything else that comes along with it. So to help with this, we've got the Shimano Polaris gear set on the bike, and you can just start pedaling and then the motor will assist you of up to speeds of 15.5 miles an hour, and that's equivalent to 25 kilometers an hour once you've got going and pedaling. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the CGO600 Plus review. It's an absolute fantastic bike, sky blue, lovely colour. A link to the product will be in the description down below. It retails for £1,800, so right bargain. Make sure you go down and have a look at the products and see whether it's for you or not. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in my next YouTube video.